If you think about it, there's nothing to appreciate a man for.
If you think about it,
ugly women ain't gonna find no true love. I promise you.
There's nothing to appreciate a man for.
Ask any ugly woman. Have you ever found true love, man? Nope.
it really sucks when you're not attractive because men completely ignore you, right?
Rule number one, ladies, do not take advice from ugly women. Stop with the everybody's beautiful. Where are these ugly women getting their confidence from? I want to know.
If you think about it,
Fat women, I know, they get their confidence from black dudes and Puerto Ricans hitting on them. But ugly women, what is it? Is it the Mexicans that are coming in and hitting on you that make you think you're special? Number two, just don't listen to fat women either. Fat women will always tell you the best way to lose weight, which already is like...
there's nothing to appreciate a man for.
So, get up in the morning, brush them teeth, put that makeup on, do your hair, okay? Put on some lotion, spray some perfume, take a bath, take a shower, wear an outfit, not a t-shirt. I'm just being honest. People can say I'm mean, but they can't say they can't say it's not true what I'm telling y'all. How are you going to get on the screen talking about you looking for true love and true love is not looking for you?
What is the one thing that every race, religion, nationality has in common?
Leadership.
Wrong. The one thing everyone has in common, ugly people, right? Every race has ugly people. The beauty of ugly is that it doesn't discriminate. Write that down, please. Should we treat ugly people the same as attractive people?
Yes, we should.
The actual correct answer is no.
If the men in your life are listening to the manosphere, they're in deep trouble and they will drag you down with them if you're not careful. Because the manosphere is full of this incessant pounding of the drum that life is painful, life is hard, life isn't meant to be happy, life is not meant to be enjoyed. And what's the remedy? Well, life really is about control, and you're going to either be controlled or you're going to be doing the controlling. That paradigm is absolute rubbish, nonsense, and it doesn't help anybody, and here's why. If you want to have a meaningful connection with another human being, and frankly, who doesn't, then you're going to have to embrace love, and you can't be loved without surrendering. And surrendering is giving up control. Control is legit when I'm telling my barber how I want my hair cut. Boy, I'll never do that again. Control is legit when I decide how I want to dress myself each day. Control is legit when it comes to picking out my career or deciding what to do with my time. But when I cross the line and I try to control you or anyone else, like Ben Shapiro, like Andrew Tate, like all the other talking heads in the manosphere, teaching their acolytes how to control the people around them. When I step over that, I'm saying no to love. I'm saying no to connection. I'm saying no to intimacy, to partnership, and to happiness. Doesn't that sound like a great deal? As if.
It's unfortunate that I have to make this video, but someone is now threatening to out me. So, since Bentley is going to spill, I thought I'd get ahead of it with a confession. I am incredibly boring. As a matter of fact, when people ask, what do I like to do for fun? I have to make it up because the reality is I like to do nothing for fun. I mean, it's not that I don't have interests. I love culture and love history, but anytime I go someplace, there's people there. And when I compare that to the beautiful, peaceful solitude of my home, for which I pay an exorbitant amount of rent, I choose home. So yeah, I live a boring life, and I actually really like that. But I am really excited to see what story Bentley is going to concoct. As a matter of fact, Bentley has a lot to say about me. Yeah, so what do you think he's going to come up with? It's got to be something really outlandish that probably does not at all align with what I stand for on my platform. I mean, that would be really salacious. What is the crazy he could come up with? Drop it in the comments.
You know, a lot of these modern women are saying that a lot of men are emotionally unavailable now, right? But I don't think that's, I feel like you have to look at it, you know, from different angles, right? Because you're saying that men are emotionally unavailable, but maybe we can say emotionally pulling back, emotionally cautious, emotionally reserved, in the sense that I'm looking and I'm seeing, and I'm not 100% sure if I want to expend my emotional energy on what it looks like is about to happen.
You never heard of the Alpha Widow? Kings, let's talk. The Alpha Widow is a woman that's been with the man that's given her the apex experience of love, emotion, and intimacy. And he's the one that essentially got away. She never gets over him. He becomes the benchmark of her experience of dating. And every single man after him has to prove themselves to be the most alpha apex experience of her love life. She behaves in a way almost as if this guy is. This man that she was seeing has a very high marketplace value, and she understands that. He has a higher marketplace value than her, and it's enough for her to set certain standards and expectations of future men. And anything less than a 9 out of 10 on the marketplace scale isn't good enough for commitment for her. And the reason why it's called the Alpha Widow is because she is unable to move on from this one man because she fails to replicate the passion, love, and emotion that you'd normally be associated with dating a man of extremely high value. Oh, Ryan, how do I defeat the Alpha Widow? How do I defeat this ghost of her past? It's either you, number one, become the most alpha apex version of love and emotion for her, or you walk away, my friend. My thing is, why would you even deal with the Alpha Widow? There are 6 signs to know that you're dealing with the Alpha Widow. Number 1, she compares you to her ex repeatedly. Number 2, she's never satisfied with you. Number 3, she still keeps pictures and items that belong to her ex. Number 4, she goes to her ex whenever issues arise. Number 5, she's always avoidant or frustrated with you. And number 6, she subtly makes herself available to others. I hope this helps, Kings.
So many of you got triggered by my video how masculine man supposed to give money to his wife. By the way, my friends, this video was for a man, not for you ladies. And those of you who were saying, ladies, don't settle for less, it's a biggest mistake. Ladies, you have to get, we attract in life what we deserve. If you're feminine, gentle, kind, and happy woman, you will attract this 5% of men who are providers and protectors. Otherwise, we get what we deserve. If you're go-getter, if you're masculine, if you're righteous, if you're feminist, you're not gonna attract a provider and protector. Chances of you finding this provider and protector man is close to nothing. Because most of the time in life, we want to find a Prince Charming. But Prince Charming doesn't exist. The only thing you can do, and that's where the all juice and power is by you transforming yourself. Once you transform yourself, again, the universe, God himself will help you and will send you this good man. Or again, like I say, most of the time, you don't need to break up, you don't need to go through divorce. Work with what you have. Because you've attracted a man who is feminine and not provider is because you're masculine. And if you're gonna start shifting on becoming more and more feminine, your husband or your boyfriend gonna start shifting and changing himself. Or your relationship will end and you'll go separate ways and then you can attract someone else. Namaste, my friends.
Here are the top 3 places to find single Asian men. We got number 1, any kind of EDM concerts. Electronic dance music scene is a community where Asian people feel very safe to be there. We're not getting discriminated against. In fact, maybe there's too many Asian there in my opinion now. Anyways, it's a great place if you're looking for some Asian men, especially younger guys and older guys too. Actually, a lot of Asian guys been into electronic music for a really long time, like myself. You know, I'm like in my 40s, so But you get a lot of Asian guys there. Number 2, we got golf courses. Yes, especially if you're an older girl looking for an older guy. A lot of Asian guys are really into golf now. And yeah, just go hit some balls. Go to the driving range. You don't have to have a club membership or anything. Spend $20, hit some balls. I'm sure there's a lot of Asian guys you'll meet there. Number 3 is Asian restaurants and essentially any kind of Asian community such as grocery store. Go there, wear a mini skirt, wear something comfortable and also somewhat attractive, if you know what I mean. Spend some time in the restaurant, eat by yourself, nothing wrong with that. A lot of Asian people do that, it's very normal. And go get yourself some groceries, spend some time in the aisle, learning all the Asian ingredients, ask for some help. I'm sure you'll find some Asian guy there. Anyways, I'm creating a dating app for people to discover Asian men. Give me a follow. I'm here to give you more tips.
You know, men are not going to continue. I think men are getting to a point to where they would rather take a loss, right? I'd rather lose, as you would put it, as you would have it, if you say so. I would rather lose than sit up here and try to convince somebody to like me and they don't even care about me. That's the point that a lot of men are getting to. So you're not going to see me beg. You're not going to see me sit up here and pine and sing a song, Earth Angel, will you be mine? And since I lost my baby, and you're not going to hear me saying that because there's not really anything out here to beg for. I'm not going to sit up here and convince you to like me. You don't even like me.
I fumbled the man I probably should have married. Right. And I'm making this post so that y'all don't do the same thing that I did. This man was fine. He was like 6'3", buff, long hair. He looked like Roman Reigns. Society would easily give him a 9, easily. But frankly, his looks were pretty irrelevant, honestly. He actually was very kind, very sweet, very empathetic, very emotional, very in tune with his emotions, but also quite emotional. And, you know, he just had a lot of very positive traits. The number one being, he did not play about me at all. We dated for like 6 months, and I kept feeling like something was just missing throughout the relationship. Like something just felt like it was missing. And so one day when he pissed me off, I broke up with him like on a whim. Because the majority of my prior relationships were with like antagonistic men, I was not ready to receive someone who was safe and loving and kind and caring. Maybe I didn't think I deserved it. Maybe I couldn't recognize what it was. My nervous
This is why J. Cole made the song Don't Save Her, She Don't Want to Be Saved. You just seen it right here in the flesh. Now, I do respect the accountability part because many women ain't doing it. 99% of women ain't holding themselves accountable. We know women dodge accountability like they dodge paying for something. But she basically described that she found and had the perfect man and she broke up with him because he wasn't chaotic enough. She literally made it seem like he was flawless. And she has no reason to make him seem like that because they're not together no more. And she keeping it real, so I respect it. But she threw him away just to probably go back to somebody that's or, you know, emotional or verbal or all that type of stuff they like to say. And then these will be the same women saying there's no good men out here. What a real man at. Come on now. Come on.
Can we please finish talking about what we were discussing earlier, please?
About that work? No, it's a wrap for that. Don't even bring that up.
I don't understand why. Like when I met you, I had dreams, I had aspirations. I have a degree that I'm not using.
Keep dreaming. We're here now. You don't have a care in the world.
It's not about not having a care in the world. It's about having something for myself. Like it's you and the kids.
What do you need
and that
outside
is
of us? Like what you looking for out there?
It's something for myself. It's
like
something
what?
for myself.
You keep saying that
like
you ain't saying nothing. What do you need for yourself? That a job is going to get you that you don't already have. You have money in your account. You don't have a bill. You don't have a
It's
car
not
note.
about the money.
You want to contribute? Your contributions is in the house. You take care of the house. You cook. You clean. Because what it's starting to sound like some other. And
it's not something else.
That shit ain't happening.
It's not something else. It's me having something for myself.
It gotta be a
outside
whole
of you and the kids.
A whole different life if you think that's.
Babe, it's not like I don't even understand how we got there. Like I literally am just looking for something that I have for myself, and I'm not even listening to what I'm saying and how I feel.
You talking some.
So you just want me at home. That's not that's not the life that we planned. We didn't plan that life. When we met,
planned to have a happy family, stress-free. What don't you have out of that? How you put?
Let me break it down for you. A man's height, how he looks, how much money he makes, does not make him high value. It's not about the exterior or the materialistic things. It's all about the qualities he has within his core. He will be consistent in his choice of communication and behavior. He will have stability in his life and he'll be grounded. He's observant and pays attention to detail. He will have structure in his life. He will be clear and direct with his communication, and he has a fulfilling life with support. But not every high value man is the exact same. Just because the core qualities are the same, each man will be different in the way he chooses to express himself. But he will always be clear and stand firm in his decisions and actions. Just because there's so many high value men out there doesn't mean he's going to be in alignment with every high value woman he meets. That's where core values and core beliefs come in the picture. If your core values and beliefs do not align with someone, that does not mean the other person isn't high value. It just means they aren't the right partner for you. Height and money have nothing to do with it, and women really need to stop judging men on their height, physical appearances, and financial status. For example, I know so many men who are short, and they are great men that I would date, but they always date someone that is not deserving of their time because they feel less than because of what society has told women is high value. We have to cancel society's norms of placing people in boxes and really start asking ourselves, is this person in alignment with my core values and core beliefs?
You know, a lot of these modern women really don't understand that men are seeing the same thing over and over again. When I date this woman, it don't really matter if you're black, white, Hispanic. Men are seeing the same thing. And quite frankly, you're seeing it across different continents. You're seeing it in Asia. You're seeing it in Australia. You're seeing it here in the US. Might be seeing it in Canada. You're seeing it in South America. It doesn't really matter. In certain sects and portions of wherever region you're in, there's a certain agenda that is being pushed where these modern women are acting a certain way. Men are seeing that and saying, oh, I know where this is about to go. I'm out.
I was falsely accused of sexual assault, thrown in prison, bailed out on $250,000 bail with no criminal record. I hired a private detective. We learned that this person had done it many times in other states. They drugged me in the bar on camera, multiple eyewitnesses.
Did the person in question go prison after?
They had zero interest in prosecuting a girl who made the story up, never showed up to court again. I had to fight for 11 months, and then when I was able to prove it with video evidence, they just dismissed me.
There are so many girls that do go through that, right, and to falsely accuse someone that they didn't do it, and then nothing happens to them. I think that's ridiculous.
Well, the problem is the women that do the false accusing, they really hurt the girls that really were hurt. I'm not going to let one evil person, when there's 100 great people and one bad person, I'm not going to let that person ruin my outlook on life.
I really appreciate this man coming on camera and telling his story, because all too often, even when a man is proven innocent, he has fear of even talking about the situation because there's so many people that will still think that he did something. Men that are falsely accused absolutely have long-lasting consequences. And I'm honestly tired of seeing content out there from women that say otherwise. I think they would like to think that nothing negative happens to a man's life, so you might as well believe the woman as soon as she accuses him. But that's not true. Hence why it is so important why men like this speak up. It is also why all of us, men and women, should absolutely be on board with laws that give consequences to false accusations. Because to not have that, which is the system that we are in right now, there are people becoming victims within our justice system, and that is messed up.
Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge.
No, I live for Stedman, but you know that Stedman has for many decades been the butt of jokes.
Yeah, because of gender rules.
Yes.
People feel like because she's Oprah Winfrey, who did y'all want her to be with, Barack Obama? That doesn't make sense, guys. I mean, I feel like that's the weird thing about powerful women, what we're left with. Mm-hmm. So I'm supposed to find love, but he's got to have a certain amount of money, but at the same time, I got to still be like, Guys, what's going on
Yeah.
here? Why am I? Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge. No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares. And I frankly don't care if that's who you love. That's who you love. Why do we have to deal with that?
Yes.
That to me makes no sense. I ain't never look. My daddy told me a man needs to treat you right.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to handle and service you in whatever way you need service. Let me
Yes.
tell you one thing that Kiki don't need.
Money.
From nobody. Now, if you want to give a little something and get my nails done, something
Right.
cute,
But
I'm
shouldn't
fine
they
with
do
it.
that? But shouldn't they make that effort,
Yeah.
Kiki? Because
but you might still look like Stedman to the world, and that's a great role.
And that's a great role.
Because if I was married to, I was with Oprah Winfrey,
Right. You just be sitting up there waiting.
chilling.
Yeah,
And Stedman,
chillaxing.
by the way, Stedman's esteemed.
Yeah.
Stedman
And he
has a
is.
whole
He
career.
does
He's
have a
just
whole
not
life.
Oprah.
Yeah,
So the
exactly.
fact that how dare people compare you to your lover?
Yeah.
I hate that Oprah had to endure that.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that she
Yeah.
had to endure that.
It's
and I
true.
hate that Stedman had to endure that. And that's why I said what I said, because you had a good role.
Mm-hmm.
You were supposed to be my Stedman.
Yes.
Come on.
He was.
When I played that for my dad said, yeah, because why did he want to be Stedman?
She texted me saying I was busy. That's why I didn't reply. I text back, I'm like, I was busy too. She's like, but yeah, of course, it was just a hectic day. I'm like, I texted you in the morning. I asked if you wanted to go out, and I waited. She's like, oh my God, I can't stand men who really complain like women. I ask her, complain like women. I guess basic communication isn't basic then. You wanna know what I did while I waited? I lied to myself. Constructed an entire story out of your silence. You're probably at work, phone probably must be one of those days. I lived through 3 versions alone of this conversation before it even happened. And you? She's like, okay, you want the truth? I was at the park, right? I was bored. I was reading a novel. A friend texted me later to go out. You happy now? I'm like, maybe, but I'm peaceful. She texts saying, so you're not sad, right? I'm like, it's not what you were doing that saddens me. It's how you placed me last without telling me and left me acting like I was your first. I'm like, it's just better we end this now than lie to ourselves, rather. And she's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I've ordered you too long. I forgot I was a plan too. See, people think silence is neutral, but it's not. It's actually mutual. I simply give what I'm given. She's like, isn't that a bit selfish and secure? I told you I was busy. I'm like, busy is a 5-second text. Can't talk right now. That's what busy is. Effortless effort. What you did wasn't busy. It was selfishness wearing a costume of a woman who has options.
A lot of these modern women are feeling that men are not really investing. They're not engaged. The experience, the meeting, us being here on the date, it kind of feels flat, right? And while I understand, if you come out there, you should probably try to put your best foot forward, right? But you have to understand, men are reading you. They're watching you, and they're saying, oh, here we go. Like, you say something, and a man is like, because y'all think y'all are the only ones that do that. And a man is saying, oh, here we go again. He hears a certain thing, or he sees a certain thing, sees a look, maybe you're wearing something, and you're like, oh, here we go again. It's going to be a long night.
Do you believe there's a man out there that looks better than you?
No.
Based off of what?
That's our man.
So like somebody like Jeremy Meeks, who's like considered to be like a top supermodel, you don't think like if people was to put y'all side by side, they'll say that he looks better than you?
That's still a man.
Okay.
Honestly, I would never say that anybody looks better than me.
Okay. Sometimes I hear women say, I can't be with a man that looks better than me, or if your man looks better than you, that's like a red flag. So when I ask these questions, it's really just to gain an understanding on that perspective.
Yeah, I guess my perspective is that there really is no man that looks better than me.
But why do you think that way?
Because, at the end of the day, there's no man that'd be like, oh, I would want to be him.
It don't have to necessarily be like you want to be him. Like, do you believe there's women out there that look better than you?
Oh, of course.
So what's the difference between the man and the woman?
The man. It's a man. Yeah.
But like, what does that mean?
That I feel like, oh, okay, I feel like she looks good. Maybe she looks a little better than me. But like men-wise, like that's a man. So why would they look better than me?
And do you believe there's any such thing as an ugly girl? Be real.
I feel like there's women that aren't conventionally attractive.
Do you feel like there's men that are conventionally attractive?
That aren't or aren't?
That are.
That are, yeah.
So do you feel like the conventionally attractive men look better than conventionally unattractive women?
No.
Why not?
Because a man will never look better than a woman.
All right, we'll move on.
There will come a time in your life when the people who hurt you feel a deep, quiet regret settle into their chest. And here's the part they won't expect. It won't be because you changed yourself to win them back or shrank down to fit what they wanted. It'll be because you kept growing, kept getting stronger and lighter and freer without ever once needing them to say sorry. That's what gets them. They'll miss you when they can't reach you anymore, when your care and your love just aren't available to them the way they always were, when your trust is gone for good and there's no earning it back. And by the time that regret shows up at their door, you won't even need it anymore. You won't want to hurt them back. You won't want revenge. You won't need them to sit you down and explain themselves. Because healing teaches you something that nobody can give you any other way. It teaches you peace. Their regret belongs to them, not to you. Their sadness is theirs to carry. You are not responsible for managing how they feel about losing you. So keep walking forward with your head up. The world has a fair, patient way of balancing the books all on its own without you lifting a finger. You don't have to fight. You don't have to prove a thing. Your growth will tell the whole story louder than any apology ever could. And you'll be too busy being happy and free to even look back. I wrote a book about healing instead of waiting around for an apology that isn't coming. If that's you, comment RISE and I'll send it over.
You guys want to see a woman make a flex about her relationship online that is definitely not a flex? Here it is. Yeah, I think we all know that their bedroom design definitely includes a chair in the corner. In all seriousness, to flex this online is like next level. And the main reason for that is how men will view your man. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but this is like the fast track way to lose all respect from other men as a man. Not only do you allow this situation in your household, but you actually praise her for it. And you're okay with her taking a video and showing that off to the world, because most men will see this as the highest form of disrespect. And for them to witness another man openly encourage it under his household, respect is out the window. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of career field he's in, how intelligent he is, how much money he has, how successful he is, and even how much he says his intimate life is spectacular. And even if he's bragging about how hot his wife is, these are all things that are just washed away with the overall disrespect.
You guys heard of the soft guy era? Mm-hmm. What about you? The soft guy era.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys think about it?
I think it's cool. Like, I think just like females need a soft girl era for, you know, her man needs to create a soft life for her.
Yeah.
It should be the same thing reciprocated for the man. So I think it's dope that they tapping into that side and like not afraid to show emotion.
But I don't think you understand what they actually saying. They're saying that they want the woman to provide for everything.
Oh, so maybe I should have asked what a soft guy era is.
Right.
I need a provider.
The soft guy era basically says men are tired of going 50-50, but I want a woman to provide everything. Literally. What do you think about that?
Oh my God, hold on.
kids.
Fit, this is not what we're gonna do, Fit. We're not gonna get on the internet capping, and I'm not gonna let you cap on the whole movement. You're lying. And out of all people, you know what the soft guy era is actually about. You've made multiple videos, but I just can't sit here and let you lie. That first girl was actually on point about what the soft guy era is. It's all about teamwork, partnership, and reciprocation. That's all it's about. And you know that. You're not a dumb guy, bro. You know, and you know I rock with you, gang. But you sat here and just lied to them girls like you don't know what it means, and then you twisted it to make it seem like it was something else. Come on, Fit. Come on, Fit. Do better, bro. You make good content, man. You actually do. Don't get on here capping for the internet, though. I'm not gonna lie, brother. That was lame. Lame as it gets.
Is it just me, or has everyone just decided to stay single? Those of us obviously not in a relationship, and those of us of a certain age bracket, like myself, over 40s, have we just went, nah. It's not happening. It's not worth the hassle. Let's just stay single and protect ourselves. Enjoy the little things in life. Enjoy the peace. Have a bit of crack, have a bit of fun, and just try and be as happy as we can from here on out. Does anyone else feel like that? Because that's definitely the vibe I'm getting out here. And anyone I talk to in a similar situation, that's what they're saying. And look, I totally get it. I totally get it. And I'm probably in that camp too. Number one, it's hard when you've been through a marriage breakdown or a long-term relationship and it's now over. It's hard to get back out there and put yourself out there again. Number two, it's the time. People have jobs, people have to work their asses off, and we have children to look after and so many commitments. Number three is location. Where do you meet anybody new? Number four, you get so used to being on your own. You get so used to being single, and that almost spoils you, I think. You're the master of your own time when you're single. You can do whatever you want to do. You're in control of what happens in your house. Who's in charge of the TV? Who's in your house? Who's on your sofa? Who shares your food? Who shares your bathroom? Who shares your bed? And I think you just get spoilt and you just get so used to that. It would be very hard to let someone come in and disrupt all that. So tell me what your thoughts are. It's sad, but it's true. What's your thoughts?
And a lot of these modern women are wanting men to yearn. They're wanting men to chase. They're wanting men to pursue. But in today's, the way it happens in today's dating, that puts you as the weaker vessel because, you know, I'm the prize, right? You chase me. You want me. Show me that you want me. I've already proved myself by the fact that you want me, even though I haven't done anything. The fact that you want me means I'm more valuable in this relationship. And that's what a lot of modern women are doing. So when a man steps back and says, okay, well, you know, if you're not going to reciprocate and you're going to think that you all that, I'm just going to go ahead and go the other way. I'm going to go a different direction. Now you're stunned and you're talking about men aren't men anymore.